The story begins in a room where a couple was talking with each other. They were laying on bed and she was telling her husband that every time she changes a house she leaves a note there. She was not liking their home but he was happy with it. The wife was watching new houses for them on a computer while her husband was working on some music as he was a music composer. She took some books and now it was night. Next day the girl was taking out furniture from the house in order to move from there. She took it outside in the open yard. It was night and the couple was sleeping. They hear some noise and fearfully they got up. They went in the hall but they saw that everything was right. They went on the bed and kissed each other and went to sleep. Now we see that it was morning and there was a car accident in front of their house. It was her husband and he was died in the accident at the spot. She went to hospital and saw her husband's dead body. She looked at him for a while and went from there. Some time passed there and everything was okay. But suddenly the dead person gets up and became ghost. He was covered with the hospital cloth and was having dark black eyes to see. He started to walk in the hospital and as he was a ghost, no one could watch him. Some flashy thing appeared in front on him and then vanished. He found the exit to the hospital and he went out from there. He was walking on grass on open ground. He went to his home all the way along while walking. Now he was in his house and went in every other room and was watching his house. He saw pictures of him and his wife on the wall. After a while a lady came into the house. She was in kitchen. He was observing her all the time. She couldn't see him and she put a note on the table and went from there. He saw the message note from the girl. Now after some time he saw that his wife came to home. She was also not able to see him as he was a ghost now. She was in the kitchen washing dishes. He saw that she was sad and was in a bad mood. She was eating something and didn't even realize how much she was eating. She suddenly ran to the washroom and omitted all that was eaten. Now she was on her bed and the ghost came there and sat near her. He was watching her all the time. She took bath, got ready and went out. This was now became daily routine. He daily used to observe everything she does. He was now alone in the house and was sitting on the bed. He came near window and saw another similar ghost form window which was in the next house. Now without making noise they were talking to each other and said hello. The other ghost told him that he was waiting for someone to come. When this ghost asks for whom, he told that he doesn't know who was it. The ghost was sitting on sofa and now it was night. He saw that his wife was kissing someone else and it made him very angry. He began to turn the bulb on and off and he made all the books fell down. They were feared a bit and she came to the books and read a line from it which remembered her of her husband. Other day she was listening to a music composed by her husband was remembering him. Now she was packing the material and was ready to move from there. Ghost was watching her. She wrote a note and keep it in between walls. He saw her and she went from there. Now the ghost was totally alone in the house and was roaming all the time here and there within the house only. Days passed and new families were coming to live there. There was a Spanish family of a single mother and her 2 kids. He didn't like them to live in that house so he tried to fear them. They were talking it casually so what he did was he break all the kitchen utensils in front of them and they feared him which made them to left the house. Now there was another family in the house and they arranged a party for their friends and family. Everyone was enjoying it. One person in family was telling everyone how to create legacy and live forever without being a ghost. The ghost was watching all of them and can hear what they are talking about. He didn't like all that and he started to turn on and off the bulb. Next, we see that all house was harmed and stuff was broken by him. Now ghost was again alone in the house. He saw that a bulldozer was coming and now the bulldozer broke his house and also the house in next to his. Now the ghost saw the another ghost in front of him and the another ghost said that he don't think that they were going to come and he vanished in front of him. The ghost stayed there for years and now it had turned into a big skyscraper building. The ghost was always roaming in it here and there. He was watching everyone operating there. He went to the top of the building and jumped from there. He did some sort of time travel and went back in time when there was nothing at that place. A person was in front of him who was ready to build that house. Then the ghost was an even old age than that and there was a family in front of him who had carts and horses. He used to sit with them all the time. He saw that the whole family died in a war maybe as everyone was killed with arrows. After some time he was in his house when the house was ready and he saw that he and his wife came there for the first time. They liked the home and they stayed there. Ghost was watching them all the time. They always used to have conversation about the house and the wife didn't like the house at all. Still she managed it as husband didn't want to leave that house. They both were sleeping, and the ghost sat on piano, for which they came out and saw nothing. The ghost now removed the note from the wall and opened it. As he read it he became vanished from there. The mystery was what was in that note.